So Salman, last week I didn't manage to get your view on, Pacquiao Broner. Pacquiao dominated the fight against Adrian Broner. It was a one-sided whooping. What did you make of the fight?
I thought Pacquiao dominated from round one. I didn't think Broner had any moments within the fight. Pacquiao looked like he could potentially stop him in some of the rounds. But Broner, as we know, he's got a big heart. He's got a good chin. I think that's what made him survive. I just think he took a moral victory, Broner, by just getting through the fight. But he didn't win the fight. He went mad after the fight, like he did win the fight, but he didn't win any of the rounds, in my opinion. And it's just the same old story with Broner, and just the story goes on with Pacquiao and what more he can achieve, really.
What did you make of Adrian Broner at the end, standing on the apron and saying I outboxed him, and very confident, and then, he was disgusted with the decision at the end. I don't know how, the CompuBox showed that Broner only landed 50 punches in the whole fight, which is about 4 punches a round. Against a guy like Manny Pacquiao, who's got a very high output, who's throwing a lot of punches. How do you think Broner saw the fact that he won that fight? What do you think he saw?
Maybe he thought he fought better than how he has in previous fights. In my opinion, I think he fought better in this fight than he has in previous fights.
But what it showed is, what the CompuBox showed is that actually he threw less punches than he did in all those 3 other big fights that he had, that he lost quite convincingly.
But to be honest, from when I looked at the fight, I thought he did a lot better. Than maybe it was because Pacquiao made him look that extra bit better because he was fighting Pacquiao. But yeah, if you're saying that that's the case, that's how it goes. If the person who lands more punches wins the fight, the clean punches. To be honest, I don't think he looked all right. He looked decent in Broner, but he didn't win the fight. He didn't win the fight by any stretch. Maybe he thought he won the fight. I don't think he thought he won the fight. I think it was just an act at the end. As a fighter, you really know if you've won the fight or not. And it was a wide margin, so I'm guessing it was just all an act.
So, what do you think next for Pacquiao? Who do you think Pacquiao should...
I think Pacquiao will fight the winner of Khan against Crawford. That's my opinion.
What about this Thurman-Lopez fight tonight?
I don't think so. I don't think Keith Thurman's going to fight. I think Keith Thurman's going to fight Sean Porter. The thing is with Keith Thurman, whenever someone's asked him about Spence, he's always said that, oh yeah, he will fight him eventually, or he wants to get the WBC first. But why not fight Errol Spence first and then go for the WBC? He's already beaten Sean Porter. But it is what it is. I personally feel that he's just trying to, make the Spence fight bigger. I think he's going to get eventually cornered into fighting Spence eventually. But I don't think he really wants to fight Spence. But yeah, that's how I see it, really, personally.
Okay, if for example, how do you think Pacquiao matches up against Khan or Crawford?
I personally feel Pacquiao, watching from Broner's last fight, he nearly got Broner out of there. In my opinion, if that was Khan, he would have knocked him out. And if it was against Crawford, I think that would be a very, very good fight. I think that would be an even fight. I don't think that would be one-sided people think. I don't think personally Crawford's got the power to knock out.
But I think what we'll find out when Khan fights Crawford, what Crawford's about. Because if Crawford loses or Crawford doesn't look that great, then moving forward in the welterweight division, he might not be the top dog.
Even I was listening to an interview by I think it was Gervonta Tank Davis, and he said Khan's a good 4-round fighter, and if he can't knock out Amir Khan, then you can't really call Terence Crawford a top welterweight. He's like, if he can't knock out a Khan, then he isn't gonna be able to knock out any of these other welterweights. Like for the likes of, if he can't knock out, what he was basically saying, if he can't knock out Khan, he's not gonna knock out Sean Porter, he's not gonna knock out Keith Thurman, and nor is he gonna knock out Errol Spence. So if he can't knock out Khan, then he's not gonna. Yeah,
but you probably know that he's probably not gonna knock those guys out, but he'll probably outbox them. With Khan, it's intriguing because we think Khan could outbox Terence Crawford, whereas those guys probably can't outbox Terence Crawford. That's the thing. So that's what makes this fight with Khan interesting. That people think Khan can outbox Crawford, but those guys that you just mentioned, yeah, he might not be able to knock them out, but he'll probably outbox them. So that's the question.
No, but what Tank's basically trying to say is that those other guys would destroy Khan, like they'd knock him out cold. That's what he's basically
I don't think so. I don't think he meant that. I don't think he said that. He
Personally, in my opinion,
said Khan. He said Khan might be a tough fight for Crawford. He goes,
no. Khan will be a tough fight for Crawford, but Crawford's not going to really get the respect of beating Khan on points. If he beats Khan on points, then...
Yeah, but like he said, Crawford said, this guy's a top fighter. I just got to win.
The thing is, we don't know how real...
I don't think Crawford's got much power. I think that's all. I don't think he's got any power, like, not this kind of...
Maybe he's not got the same power he had at 140, at 147. But we'll only be able to tell when he fights the top guys. But I think when he does fight the top guys, they're not going to lay down how Benavidez did. Those same punches that he's hit them with, they're not going to go down. Like someone like a Thurman Porter, those guys are tough guys. You can't knock them out. You know, those guys are tough. They're the champions were like Danny Garcia. He's got a granite chin. You can't drop these type of fighters. All right. Thank you so much for talking to Imran Mir TV. We'll see you in the next video.